Hey, so this is regarding the first question, talking about the company that my promotional agency is going to benefit and help. So the company that we're going to use is Peak Performance Exercise Equipment. It is a piece of equipment that has multiple different uses. That can help you stay in shape. They can help keep your muscles toned, and you can do it all from the comfort of your home, and they're not that expensive. And the main people that we're going after necessarily are the kind of the older generations, middle-aged people, that they have kids, they have jobs, they have grandkids, or they're old and it's not easy for them to get around and go to the gym as much as they'd like, or they're older and they just don't feel comfortable going to the gym. And so that being said, the three media tools that we're going to use. Okay, so this is an upcoming social, like advertising. We're going to use, like, it's emerging. We're going to use Facebook. We're going to use a social media advertising. I believe Facebook would be extremely beneficial because a lot of the older generations use Facebook. I know that my personal family and just statistics show that the majority of Facebook users, the people that are consistently active on Facebook, are the middle-aged to older generation. So I feel Facebook is going to be extremely beneficial. Also, we're going to do local TV ads. Local TV ads are going to be extremely beneficial. It's an upcoming company. It's newer. It's in the Gainesville, Florida area, which it has kind of an older population, and a lot of the older populations, they can't work technology as good as the younger generations who are constantly on Netflix and Hulu, and a lot of them watch local TV. They're always keeping up with the news. The older generations love keeping up with the weather, the news on TV, so we're going to promote on local TV, and I feel like that's something that's really going to be beneficial. Also, we're going to promote in health magazines, because like I said, the younger generations don't really read magazines as much as the older generations do, and that's who our target audience is. So like Men's Health, any type of health magazine that the older generations read, we're going to try to market that. We're going to try to use promotions through that. So I just feel like that's going to be, those three elements right there, they're going to be extremely beneficial to us. One of them's emerging and the other ones are just traditional. And I feel like this is really going to, like, these three are really going to help our company help Peak Performance. Hey, so this is the same question regarding how I will manage a culture of creativity in the workplace. So, me personally, I feel like people thrive off being comfortable. And if you have a goal that's set and you know who you want to appeal to, if you're working in an agency, like a promotional agency, if you have a common goal and you know what you're going to, I feel like you have to give people, the comfort. So what we're going to do is we're going to have incentives. So say that you say, hey, I think that there is a group of people that we can reach to in Twitter. So we go through Twitter and then our sales pump up. It can be small incentives, like a couple of days off or something like that. And I just want people to, be able to feel free to create. Like, we're not going to think about any dumb ideas. There's no such thing as a dumb idea, And like I said, if there is a common goal and there is, like, what you want to appeal, the group of people you want to appeal to. Peak Performance is a company we're helping. We're trying to reach a middle-aged to older generation. So what you have to work for. You just think about that. You have the blueprints. And so I'm just going to allow the people to do what they need to do that. Like, we know what group of people we have to reach. We know what we're marketing, and it's just going to let it happen. We went to school for this. We understand what we need to do, and there's not going to be much pressure put on people. There's not going to be hectic deadlines. We're just going to allow people to be creative. We're going to allow them to be comfortable. We're going to provide a comfortable environment, and we're going to give them the freedom to do what they want. And we're not going to micromanage them. We're not going to do that. We're just going to give people the freedom to do whatever they want and be comfortable, and because that's where I feel like creativity thrives. This is the answer to question 3 regarding how I would explain to a client how that using more than one promotional tool can increase the return of investment. So the analogy that I like to use is, say you're fishing, and the fish you catch you plan on selling, but first you have to pay for the bait. So say that you're gonna buy every fish that you catch, you're gonna sell for $2, but the shrimp that you're using for bait costs $1 a piece. So 4 shrimp is $4, but if you catch 4 fish, that's $8. So your profit's $3. But say that you only use 2 shrimp, that's $2. You catch 2 fish, it's $4, $2. So the more the more bait you use, the more fish you catch, the larger the profit. So say that you're putting out different ads. Say that you're only putting out to local TV. Well, you're only going to reach the audience that watches local TV. So you're only going to get the return of what it cost. So like the benefits that you're going to see from that is going to be smaller than it would be, say you put out a ad in local newspaper regarding peak performance athletic equipment. And then say you want to make a Facebook account to reach the older audience that we're trying to. You're going to see even more people. And the same thing, so say you have 4 different promotional tools, you're going to see 4 different totals of income coming in from 4 different places. So while it might cost more money, you're going to see a larger return of your investment, and it's going to make up for it. Okay, so this is the answer that is regarding brand influencers. So for my company, I would definitely, to help the company out, I would definitely suggest that we use brand influencers. Brand influencers today have such a following. There's people on Instagram, Twitters, there's TikTokers that have millions of followers, and people they have like fan pages set up for them where people literally idolize them. So I believe that, if you use them to promote your brand, it can really be beneficial because, like I said, there's people that idolize them. So if they see someone doing something, they're going to want to do something. And that's why it's so successful. It's been so successful because literally today, the younger generation coming up, everyone has social media. Everyone is following. You can keep up with people doing anything at that very moment. They're always updating it. And they just have so many people that follow them. So, I don't think that brand influencers are a trend. I actually see it going up simply because of how technology is advancing, how the younger generations are coming up using technology. People are only going to use technology more. So I feel like brand influencers are going to start playing a lot larger role in companies. So personally, I would use brand influencers for my company, and that's something that I plan on suggesting using. So this is the answer to question 5 regarding what I would say to one of my colleagues who says that social media advertising is only for high school and college age students. I would just ask the person, I say, do your parents have Facebook? Do your grandparents have Facebook? Do your aunts and uncles have Facebook? And I can guarantee you that about 85 to 90% at least, he's going to say yes, that like 85 to 90% of those people that I asked about have a Facebook. Do they see the ads? Yes. So I feel like it's really important to still advertise social media to larger, older audiences because, they're still on social media. Like I said, every person older in my family I know has a Facebook. So I feel like they're starting to branch out. They're starting to be more comfortable on Facebook. So saying that it's only appealing to high school, college age students, it just doesn't make a lot of sense because there's such a large presence of older people, older generations on Facebook and other social medias like Twitter. And when we grow up, my generation, I'm 21 years old, all of my younger nephews who are under 10 years old, like from 5 to 10, all of them know how to use social media better than I do. TikTok, they're all, when we grow up, we're still going to be using social media. When we get older, when we're 60 years old, we're going to be using social media. So I think that it's very important for us to continue using social media as an advertising platform because when we get older, the generations, that's how we're going to be successful into advertising. And it's just not for the younger generations because when we get older, we're still going to be using it just like our parents are now. Like at first, they might have been kind of hesitant to get into it, but now every person has Facebook. At least if they don't have any other social media, they have Facebook. So, and you can advertise on that. And so I think it's really important for this company to continue advertising on social media because we can still appeal to older audiences, not just high school and college age people.